Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're doing another challenge over at Bugaboo, and it's called Stella Says Sketch. So that's what we're going to do. We're following a sketch, which I've memorized the sketch, so that's why I don't have the sketch in front of me. But you should have seen it at the beginning of the video. So I'm trying to do that when we go into the video. I'm trying to put the sketch so you guys can see what the sketch is, and then you can see what I make. So, and you can always go over to my blog and I'll show you both the sketch and what I made. And that's at www.crazycatladycraft.blogspot.com. Okay, so today we're doing the same card kind of two ways. So this is the first one we're gonna do. This is the one I originally set out to make. And the colors are a little different than I normally would not put pink, and this is more mustard by Stampin' Up. Not normally two that I would put together, but I did, because the paper, you can see that more mustard really matches well. So I figured if it's in the paper, we're gonna do it. So it's something a little different for us today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started, and just a fair warning, I'm probably gonna have to change this. Okay, let's just grab this guy here. I knew that, and I've been saying that I filmed a couple videos and they didn't work out, so I had already used that in there, and I kept saying, okay, it's gonna run out, it's gonna run out, and I think I've said it in a few videos that have gone live. So it finally did. It finally did. Now, usually what I like to do recently is I like to wait and do this part at the end. I think I'm gonna go this way because you don't see the sides. I usually do my whole card first and then put it on here, and I can live with that. So I'm hoping that the more mustard looks really good at the end, because otherwise it's gonna be like, shouldn't have gone with it. So this is a paper pack from Pain Company, and it's by Kelly Panacci, I think is how you say her name, and it's the KP Valentine Specialty Paper Pad, and I have had it forever. So I'm sorry, I hate to show things that are retired because I just don't think it's fair. Because if I see something I like, I'm like, oh, I want to go get that. And we're going to double check our card and make sure it opens the right way, that our paper's going the right way because it's got words on it. And it's good we did, because it wouldn't have been going the right way. So, and this is weird. I'm going back to, oh no, I guess I do have an 1/8 of an inch. I think, yeah, I do have an 1/8 of an inch. Okay, I thought I had bigger. I'm not used to doing that. I'm used to having littler. Okay, so what we're going to do with this piece, because this is going to go on the bottom of here, we're going to go ahead and stick our adhesive on the bottom here. And then since that piece is so itty bitty tiny, then we'll stick that piece on there, and then we'll put more adhesive for the whole length of the thingamajiggy. Alright, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to trim. It's a little bit bigger. I thought I had matched it up perfectly. Let me just see in the Silhouette Studio, but I guess not. Alright, just trim there, and a little trim here. Now this is the only part I used rhubarb stock ink on the edges to make it kind of pop off different sections. And this is the little green piece is the only piece that I didn't actually do that to. So it was so tiny, and I just figured if I did, it probably would just end up being covered in red. And I also didn't want to have that Christmas vibe, so I decided that I would avoid that. Okay, so we got our piece right here. And then next we have this cute little doggy. And I will have links to the image also once Now I don't know if this is from the retired ones. This might be. There were some that were retiring from the Bugaboo images, and I don't remember. I still haven't claimed my prize yet for winning a few weeks ago, so I have to do that because you have 30 days. So definitely have to get on that, hopefully this weekend. And I think we're going to pop this up because I think it just looks kind of cool popped up. So let's go ahead and dun, 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 dun. We can use foam tape. I got some 3D glue gel from Crafter's Companion, but for somehow my order sneaked through and I didn't get the tools. I just got the glue. So I'm waiting for the tools to come in before I use it because I don't want to waste any of it. It's not really that expensive. It was, I paid, well, it was 10, but I got 20% off. So I paid like 8. But I still don't want to waste any of it because it's pretty cool stuff. You've got to get, I've used so much foam tape lately. It's funny how you have something, because I've had this forever. I haven't been to Michael's in a very long time. And I've had this like forever. And I mean like a year probably. But it was in my adhesive drawer. Well, I went in there to get something else the other day. And I was like, oh, cool, I should use this. And since then I've made some shaker cards and I've made all kinds of stuff with it. So it just shows sometimes not having something right out where you're gonna see it. Actually, we're gonna wait on hooking him down. This is our love, love, love. And I think what we're gonna do, because you had to have a sentiment down in the corner, down here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our itty bitty baby ones. Are these the itty bitty babies? No. Gotta find the itty bitty babies. I just restocked these dots, so I knew there had to be some in there. It was amazing in the adhesive drawer. I'm getting low on ATG though. Definitely need some more of that. All right. Doesn't matter if they're a little crooked. Well, let's just load it up because we don't want them to cave in. And I think I might start selling some of the cards that I make because I make a lot of them for challenges and I make them because they're cute and adorable and I love them when I make them, but I give cards, but not always the cards, especially being on a design team. I don't always give away the stuff that I make. You know, it's some of the stuff is, I just make it because that's the challenge. So, yeah, so I may end up starting to sell some of my cards just in projects, just so they go to like loving homes, you know, so somebody gets it and they love it. And it's not just sitting in my drawer. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and get this put down and just see, he's a little crooked, I think. Okay, oh, his side is a little crooked here. I don't know why. I don't know why he's crooked at all. Okay, so we'll go ahead and redo. There was like a little bubble out and I cut it with my trimmer, so I don't know why that happened, but we'll go ahead and just kind of using that row of hearts. I'm sticking it kind of to the next row of hearts so that I know that it's straight. So super duper 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 duper. Say that all those times fast. I kept trying to leave the R off. Cute. How cute is he? And the sentiment and the little die cut is from Emma's, and I actually have it right here. Just Simply Live. So it's this right here, and it's the love, love, love. So I just thought that was cute. And you don't really, I mean, it says Valentine, but you know what? You could give it to somebody else. It's, you know, like, I just think it's really adorable. And I love how the more mustard works. I mean, you can't really see it in, you can, but in person, it's so cool. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, and hopefully this one's dry. So we're gonna do basically the same thing. So we will get our base and all that put down. So this is kind of easy peasy because there's no ribbon on this one, so you don't have to worry about. That's why I've started. That's why I've started really kind of doing the tops of my cards first, like putting this together, and then when it's all done, then put it on the card base, because that way, if there's ribbon or something, I don't forget. And okay, let me double check measure this. I had some people knock on my door and that kind of threw my, it threw me for a little loop, so I thought I had cut it down to the right size. Oh, so this one would be, that's 4.5 would be 4.8. Okay, yep, I was a little off. Well, I know I'm a little off, but I was a little off on my measurement too. I was talking about the card. All right, oh, I was gonna put that on. Jeez, I'm all discombobulated now. I'm like all over the place. Okay, so I'll get this put in. They want to raise minimum wage in my state. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Well, I have to tell you this. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna sign your thing now. I gotta go. Because they always come at like just the wrong time. And it's like, man, could you have timed this any worse? And usually the answer is no, they couldn't have. So, but anyways, so I did my civic duty before coming into craft. Well, actually, while I was crafting. Because she came knocking on my door and I'm like, oh dear Lord, what now? What now? People are knocking on my door. I don't like it when people knock on my door. I just don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't. That looks really big on that side compared to that side, but you know what? We're going to go with it because it looks cute. Okay. So on this one I cut through the silhouette, the little scallop. I just shrunk it down to size. This one is actually an EK Success Punch, and it's Scallop Diamond is its name, and that's what it looks like if you like it. So we have this little piece right here, and you can see little diamonds there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it the same way we did on this one, even though this is a bigger section. And then we'll go ahead, and I haven't decided if I want the diamonds to show. I don't think I do. I think I want just like this. Yep, I like just like this. So I didn't have the diamond show in the long run, but I still got my scallop out of it, so that's cool. That's another thing I've noticed. Everybody says scallop different. I find it so funny. I've grown up in a state where we have them all the time. They're everywhere. Everybody in our state says scallop. And everybody out of state says scallop. And it's like, no, scallop. And it's just so weird. It's just so very weird that one word, I mean, I know tomato, tomato, potato, potato, the whole song, blah, blah, blah. But it's just so funny that a word can be so many different ways. It's just crazy to me. It's so funny. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get our little guy. I added Wink of Stella, and it's really overcast here, but you can actually see stuff. So I was afraid when I started taping that you wouldn't be able to see stuff. Now I'm hoping that the Wink of Stella is dry. I kind of held it in front of the fan for a few minutes. Mine, just to get them started, and then they throw up everywhere, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. And then I took this, so I took Emma's other die, since I already had it out, and that's this, and we're gonna make a shaker card. I made one there for my brother's anniversary, and I think I posted the pictures. I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that. And this is just our love, love, love. Again, just a little different. I made my brother, it's already gone, or I'd show it to you right now. I mailed it off. His anniversary is next week. So I figured I'd be ahead of the game. And yeah, I think I'm going to put that one down this time because we're doing a shaker card. Okay, so what we're going to do, now I haven't tried this out, so I don't know how this is going to work. These are what I store my sequins and my, actually let me grab my sequins. Maybe we can throw a few of those in there. It looked cute. And if I haven't posted the pictures, I have the pictures, so I can get them posted so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It was really cute. I just wish I used Emma's restroom peeps, and I wished I glued them down better. But so this is how I store my confetti and such now. So I still have some sequins in here. I gotta separate out the colors and all that stuff. So we're gonna go ahead, and it's just a little window, so I don't want to put too much. All right, but I love it when there's stuff to shake. I just think it's so much fun. And to help me with the sequence, we're gonna go ahead and come in here. Now see, I have to be a bit more careful this time. Last time I was able to take a bunch of different colors, but this time I really only want, there are some pinks in here and some reds. I apologize, I would have done this off screen, but I just thought of it and I was like, oh, when I made that shaker card, that came out really, really cute. And it had the sequins and the hearts in there. So it just is a really cute look. And the sequin seems to shake more than the hearts do, because the hearts are bigger. So hopefully it's not too big, so we'll have to test it. I always like to flip it over and have a gander at it before I seal it up, make sure that's what I want. Sometimes I sprinkle sequins and hearts everywhere, but that's all right. I can pick them up. Okay, so we have in here, we have silver, we have pink, and if I could grab just a couple more, I'd be pretty happy, but I can't. I feel like I'm at that claw machine right now where I'm trying to get, you know, those that the kids always wanted money and they thought they could win, and you know, it's like those things on top were greased or something because you could never win. All right, so let's do this. Let us, trying to find something that we can, the card bends, so that doesn't work well. So let's do this. Okay, so, might help if we put our image on there because we're not gonna be able to tell. Oh, I think it's cute. Ooh, shouldn't have done that. Oh goodness, I got a little overzealous here. Okay, let's put all this back in. Well, you know, what happens on live YouTube, well not live YouTube videos, but this is what happens when you're not here too. So it's really true to life. Okay, I'm gonna pause because I'm gonna add a few more sequins and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back after a sequence incident. It looks really ugly out here. I think we're gonna get a thunderstorm. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull off, and I used 2 thicknesses of foam tape. So we're gonna go ahead and pull off. There's a little gap right there, and I'm hoping that it works out okay and everything's fine and nothing gets stuck in there. But knowing me, it probably will, just because. So we will see how it goes. Okay, so we don't want you stuck in there. We want you guys right in the middle, away from everything. Of course, they don't want to cooperate. Why would they? Okay. There. So, and I already kind of flipped this around, as you saw, but I also flipped it around off camera, and if I line this up right here at the top, it's going to be just fine. So I just want to make sure that seems lined up pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and now we can flip it over. Yeah, we have a cute little shaker card with a doggy on it. How cute is that? Okay. So now the other thing I probably should have done, I meant to do, and I totally forgot about it, was I was going to get some score tape to put on the back of this to adhere to the card. So instead, I'm just gonna very carefully try not to put a lot of pressure and just drag that there across. Okay, I just want a lot of adhesive because I don't want this to fall off. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll get him put right about here. Again, lining it up with the light pink so that I kind of have a guide, and he hopefully comes out nice and straight. Oh my gosh, how cute is he? I love these. I could just sit there all day. See, the bad part was I used the restroom peeps and I didn't glue them down well enough apparently, and so they got stuck, and I think that one's stuck on glitter. Oh well, they'll all get stuck and move around and all that. So here are 2 cards, pretty similar, but this one's more fun because you get to shake it around. So I just wanted to show you that today. Thank you so much for stopping by to see my creations, and thank you for staying for 2 cards if you did stay for 2 cards. Don't forget to check out my blog to see all the goodies I use to make these adorable little cards and to find out the digi image. Hopefully it's not retired. If it is, I feel so bad. At my blog, www.crazycatladycraft.blogspot.com. And as always, happy crafting!